guitar playing, you can practice and practice and practice. I'm sure there is a good amount of natural talent there. Kylie is one of the most natural talented singers I've ever heard in my entire life. How many people in the industry do you think have like natural talent versus nurtured talent? Like a guitar player can nurture his talent to be a great guitar player, you know?
I think a lot
Or
of
do you
people
have
have
to have
natural talent. I
natural
think it
talent?
depends on how they they just like Shawn said, like you kind of have to perfect things over time and like tune yourself into like, I mean, if you're off or whatever, like you got to fix that and like work on that. But honestly, I had vocal training when I was younger for maybe a year, but I mean, I think I just kind of lucked out and I
Can
don't
either
know,
one of your
honestly.
parents sing?
My mom can kind of carry a tune, I think.
Your mom can?
Yeah.
I would have never have guessed that.
All right, let's bring her on the pod.
Yeah, let's get
No,
Pam
no,
on
no,
here.
no, Pam. No, Pam,
Let's get
please.
Pam and her boyfriend on here.
Oh Lord, he would talk your face off.
That's fine.
He would.
Well, if
he
you
knows
said
so
he used to
much.
promote concerts, then that's
He knows
cool.
only for the Rolling Stones.
That's cool.
I mean, he knows so much about music. He's a really cool person to talk to, honestly.
I'd let Pam do anything to my face.
I'm not letting her watch this.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it's nothing you wouldn't say to her face,
That's
though,
true.
and nothing you haven't
That's
said
very
to her
true.
face
That's very true.
or
So
over the phone.
But do you guys think you can nurture guitar talent into being great?
yeah, of course.
I think so. I don't play
Wait,
guitar.
well, into being good or into being truly like iconic,
No.
great? Like,
Into
there's a
truly
separation.
iconically great.
No,
No.
absolutely not. The amount of
But-
people that are truly be great is so infinitesimal. It's insane.
Well, so that brings up the point of just like how many actual great musicians there are versus how many just
15.
really, really good. Right. So like,
None.
and that's not to say that there aren't really, really great, like,
Yeah.
good musicians and that are absolutely like, apt at what they're doing and make great music. And there's also something to be said about like what makes a great musician. Is it, like what actually is it? The songwriting? What is it?
Yeah, that's the reason this question's impossible.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so
It's
hard.
also not.
I don't know, but like to your point, Sebastian, it's like how many people do I listen to that I'm actually like 100% moved by, that I feel
Very few.
Yeah, it's like 15. It's like you said,
It's
15
like
is
literally
like a great
15.
number.
Because if you think about like even between 1960 and now, it's like still 15.
Yeah. No,
It's
for
like
sure.
Nina Simone, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, Aretha
King.
Franklin. I wouldn't even say Eric Clapton is on that level. Like I
No.
don't like
BB King?
BB King maybe, but BB King isn't Stevie Wonder.
No. Oh, I just listened to
Michael
Intervisions
Jackson,
the other day at
maybe?
work.
Louis Armstrong, I like him.
Yeah, but these are the argument between truly great and like ahead of their time is different.
Yeah.
Intervisions was playing at the I put that on the other day, and it was like the whole record is insane.
It is
insane.
It's my favorite Stevie Wonder. It's from beginning to end. It's insane. That's what I was listening to on the. We'll get to it, but the title Hi-Fi. It's insane. I can't understand how he even
Dude,
did it.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, like.
So yeah, 15. Derek Trucks,
Ryan,
maybe.
Kylie, like who do you guys think are like for you? Who are those people?
For like
Who
natural.
are those?
You if
No, not natural.
Talking
Not
about
natural
singers.
I'm just
No,
talking
anybody.
about like
Anyone in
musicians,
general.
anybody who are just like on the level that are
That
so
is
clearly
hold on.
above.
That's a funny thing that you just said though. You just go singers. Everyone we mentioned was a singer. To be fair.
Yeah.
I know that's true. I don't know. Like if you would have asked me a long time ago, like from a vocal standpoint, I would say like Mariah Carey, because I truly adore like how she sings and how like her pitch, her tone, everything. But now I don't know honestly, because
You mean Mariah Carey
no,
back then? Not
back
now.
then, yeah, not now.
Okay. She's
But
a
like
train wreck now.
I'd say Amy Winehouse, Nora Jones.
Amy Winehouse was a good one.
Amy's a good pick.
It's influential though. This is the
Nora.
John
Me
Mayer.
too.
John Mayer.
Nora
I mean,
Jones,
you
yeah.
can't.
But John Mayer, here's why I love John Mayer.
Go
But
there.
You guys already? Is this already a
No.
previous podcast?
No. I love this. But here's the thing. I have these arguments with people too about not arguments, like these discussions. Like when we say truly great, it isn't. We can even take away the influence of that person.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if we start going influence, then there's way more than 15. Then then like Led Zeppelin as a band
Right.
counts influence wise, or
Right.
AC/DC counts, but that's not really like, and it's almost maybe like that music is too basic to be considered in this category, if that makes any sense. I don't want
I
to
don't-
say that. That's not
Right.
true, but also everyone we
I-
just said, Sean, is very, very like, it isn't just a 12-bar blues or a standard rock song. We said Stevie Wonder. Inner Visions is like, we used to pick that apart at Berkeley. Like, it's absolutely on
So-
another level.
So my argument for Mayer is, I think lyrically, like heads above 99.999% of people.
Yes.
Period. Like I think in that is
I agree.
like an aspect of being, that's an aspect of being a musician.
His guitar playing isn't
So-
is it 99?
No.
I don't.
No.
No, but that's not.
So
like
how about not maybe not lyrically, just the art of writing songs.
The
is
art of
way
writing
higher
Yeah,
on
songs.
my
okay.
opinion.
Because lyrically, like I would give his first couple albums, other than a few songs off those, I wouldn't give him all. Like I feel his last few
Not as a
albums have
whole.
progressed lyrically much more as a whole.
You don't like fucking dude. Heavier Things is one of my I throw that on all the time. I love
Good.
that album.
It's yeah. So like
Continuum's my
again,
go-to.
Continuum. I think every song on Continuum is great, but like there are
Yeah.
some other albums where I'm like, these songs. This one has hit or miss with the lyrics.
Oh, Born
Not
and Raised is
musically.
my all-time favorite lyric.
That's a good one.
Born and Raised is like
I do like that
that's
one a lot.
top tier. Lyrically,
Yeah, lyrics
John
and the
Mayer.
songs
so
are
I
amazing.
think he
It's
progressed
crazy.
later on in his career much more lyrically than
You don't
early.
want to look
I
at
don't know. That was a cutoff for me.
you
like,
don't
Born
want to
and
look
Raised
at
is
these
cutoff.
things.
Yeah,
like,
kind of for me too. Kylie.
You don't want to look at these things like, oh, on a 10-track album, there's 2 songs or there's misses. What we're talking about is like
Overall.
the song "Slow Dancing in a Burning Room" has some of the most incredible song lyrics
I don't
ever.
disagree.
I Don't Trust Myself, Loving You, great, incredible. Like there's so many
The
songs from
concepts are
him.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the fucking lyrics.
No,
are
they're
great
good, but I'm
too.
just saying,
like the way that the imagery that you get from his lyrics is insane.
That is
And
very
that's how, and that I think that is one of the most important things. Like if we're talking about truly great musicians, it's like we cannot like discount songwriting, because that's the most important.
No, we're
thing.
not discounting. Who's
Yeah.
discounting that?
No. I'm not saying, but I'm just making the point, setting the precedent of like that. Mayer, if you look at him as a guitar player, no, definitely not. If you look at him as a vocalist, definitely not.
Oh.
But the second you bring songwriting
Writing.
into it, it
Mhm.
becomes
Writing,
that.
100%.
The whole package.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Well, no, not
Because-
the whole package. Only part of the package, because the other part of the package isn't top tier great.
But it helps that he's a great player too. You
Yeah.
know?
His guitar playing.
He's
and singing
he's the
does
best
not hurt.
player now he's ever been.
For sure. 100%
I don't
agree.
want to listen to old Mayer solo. Like, I don't listen to John
I
Mayer
do.
for guitar solos at all. I just don't care. It sounds real like white and anemic, and to me, I don't want to hear him play blues like some assassin. I just don't care. But like, it's just like Albert
agree with
King
that
shit.
partially.
Partially, yeah. But and trust me, later today I'll throw it on. It'll be cool. But like, he's not. I've not cried listening to him play guitar. I've cried listening to his songs, not listening to him play guitar. You know what I mean? I've listened to Derek Trucks and be like, okay, I'm gonna cry now, or Jeff Beck or whatever. Like, but if they put writing in there, then that means Bob Dylan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course it does.
Is Stevie Wonder
Yeah.
level. Bob Dylan's songs talk about imagery. What even his obscure shit is fucking insane.
But here's what's interesting about Stevie Wonder. He has
the best.
every single one.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Great. Yeah.
Songwriting, he
Well,
has great tone,
Ray Charles?
vocals, lyrics. Yeah, but Stevie Wonder's
that's-
better than Ray Charles.
For sure,
Yeah.
but that's something I prefer Ray Charles because it's just that
It's
like,
just bluesier, it's more raw.
it's not like it's not perfect, but Stevie Wonder is the most soul with the most perfection combined. There is not another.
And he's writing hit songs like constantly.
Yeah,
you know,
like,
his whole
'cause it-
catalog
'cause
is hits.
If like Steely Dan wrote hit songs, they'd be up there too, but they didn't.
Right.
Like the writing and the music and all that stuff is absolute genius, and it's like take it or leave it. I get people don't like it, but it's not radio play. It's not like a party's on. We're gonna throw in some Steely Dan. It's not cool. It's
No.
dorky.
There's very few scenarios where that music is appropriate.
False.
What
I
about Tom
love Steely
Petty?
Dan.
Tom Petty gotta be in there.
Tom Petty's
He's one
got
of
to
my
be.
favorites.
Yeah, but his voice is not. Now we're just talking about
But-
best writers.
Yeah. Now we're just on to songwriters. But
No,
that's
Can
but-
I
even
but
take
still-
a time out real fast?
Yeah,
Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Do you think
Rip a Bernie?
so even like so you went to Berkeley, right? And like so you took a class for songwriting, right? There was a class
Well,
for songwriting.
Well,
So
we
is
no,
that
we
something
took
you
class.
think you
We
can
took
learn?
a class like harmony. So like a harmony class is like, well, I took a lot of other class, but like we took. Okay, so this is an example. It's not a Stevie Wonder thing, but I took a class on progressive music, like prog rock, my last semester, and we talked about like, we analyzed and discussed, as in analyzed music on sheet music, like Kansas and Yes and like Genesis, like early prog music, and we went through all that stuff. But we teachers would use Steely Dan and Stevie Wonder and all those people as examples for teaching us theory.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, like, go ahead with your question, but that's what we did. I just want to give you background. Like, that's the kind of stuff we did at school. Like when we talked about artists
Right,
specifically.
but they have like they have classes for songwriting specifically to learn.
Yeah,
songwriting.
I didn't
So
really,
do you think
I didn't
that's
take
something,
any of those, but yes,
do you think that's something you could more nurture, or do you think that's something that has to be natural in you as well?
I think you can learn the art of that book that's written by I forget his name. He's a teacher at Berkeley. What's his name, Sean?
What's his name?
Pat
What's the book?
Patterson.
He's that explains like the art of songwriting and like the scientific things behind it, but I don't think you can come up with the words based off that book.
Can I tell you something? Can I
Please.
tell you something?
You've talked
Horrible
about this book
lyric-
before. It's really good.
I'm a horrible lyricist. You can with this book.
You can.
I
I'll
don't
have to
work
get
for
that
this
book.
guy. What
He's a
what
genius,
it does
nice
is it,
guy,
it
too.
here's the thing is music, art, all of this stuff has a lot to do with like you being in the right headspace to be open to accept things. There's certain things like the way you see things. And this book kind of helps tune those frequencies to where you're starting to look at things and understand them in different ways than you would just understand them as a person walking through life. So that book truly does, with these exercises, helps you tune your mind into being able to pull things out of very basic situations or whatever. And so I would say that, like, I used to not think that you could just like learn how to write great songs. You absolutely can. There's just it, like, that's not to say that like you're gonna write Signed, Sealed, Delivered or something, but
Right.
like, can you
Right.
write great songs, and can you get better at songwriting? Can you become more attuned to what's required for great songs? Yes, absolutely, to all those. And that I don't work for that dude, but that book definitely helped me a lot.